What if I told you that you could start a profitable farm this month with just $500 and you don't need any land? I'm not talking about some fantasy. Right now, thousands of Americans are earning $3,000 to $10,000 per month growing food in basements, garages, and spare bedrooms. And I'm going to show you exactly how they're doing it. Meet Sarah from Ohio. She started with $500 in her basement. 18 months later, she quit her corporate job. She's now earning $8,000 a month growing microgreens and gourmet mushrooms. This is her story, and it could be yours. Welcome to Global Harvest Media, where we document real farming, real profits, and real opportunities. I'm Harvest, and over the next 15 minutes, I'm going to give you a complete roadmap to start your own profitable farm with just $500. Let's get started. Before we dive into the how, let's talk about why this works right now in 2026. First, the local food movement is exploding. Consumers are willing to pay 300% more for ultra-fresh, locally grown produce. Microgreens that cost you $2 to grow sell for $30 to $40 per pound at farmers markets and to restaurants. Second, you don't compete with industrial agriculture. Big farms can't grow microgreens profitably. The shelf life is too short. The handling is too delicate. This is a small farmer advantage. Third, the startup costs are incredibly low compared to traditional farming. No tractor, no land, no $500,000 loan. Just $500, a spare room, and the knowledge I'm about to give you. Fourth, this is recession-proof. People always need food. In fact, during economic downturns, more people grow their own food, which means more people buy from you to learn how. Alright, so what can you actually grow with $500? I'm going to give you the top 3 options, ranked by profitability and ease of entry. Option number 1, microgreens. This is what I recommend for 95% of beginners. Microgreens are vegetables harvested 7 to 14 days after planting. Think baby arugula, baby kale, sunflower shoots, pea shoots. Here's why they're perfect. 7 to 14 day growth cycle means you can turn over your investment every 2 weeks. High-end restaurants pay $30 to $40 per pound. You can grow 20 pounds per week in a 10 by 10 space. That's $600 to $800 per week in revenue once you're dialed in. Your costs? About $100 per week for seeds and supplies. Net profit? $500 to $700 per week. That's $2,000 to $3,000 per month. Option number 2, gourmet mushrooms. Oyster mushrooms, lion's mane, shiitake. These sell for $12 to $16 per pound. The growth cycle is 6 to 8 weeks, so it's slower than microgreens, but the profit margins are even higher. The startup is slightly more technical. You need to understand sterile technique, but once you dial it in, you can produce 50 to 100 pounds per month in a basement. That's $600 to $1,600 per month in revenue with costs around $200 to $300. Option number 3, sprouts. This is the absolute easiest entry point. Bean sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, broccoli sprouts. 3 to 5 day growth cycle. No soil needed. No special lights. Just jars, seeds, and water. The profit margin is lower, about $15 per pound, but you can start literally tomorrow with $50. This is your proof of concept option. Grow sprouts for a month, make $500, then reinvest into microgreens or mushrooms. For this video, we're going to focus on microgreens because they offer the best balance of speed, profit, and simplicity. Okay, let's get tactical. Here's exactly how to spend your $500 to start a microgreens farm. First, growing racks and shelving. $120. You can buy a basic wire shelving unit from Home Depot or Amazon. For shelves, 6 feet tall. This gives you 16 square feet of growing space. That's enough to produce 15 to 20 pounds of microgreens per week once you're at full capacity. Second, LED grow lights. $150. You need 4 LED shop lights. Not expensive grow lights, just basic 4-foot LED shop lights. Each one costs about $35 to $40. These provide enough light for strong, healthy growth. Don't overspend here. Basic LEDs work great. Third, growing trays. $60. You need 24 to 32 standard 10 by 20 growing trays. These are the black plastic trays you see at nurseries. Buy them in bulk online. They're about $2 each. You'll rotate through them as you harvest and replant. Fourth, seeds. $80. Start with 4 to 6 varieties. Sunflower, pea shoots, radish, arugula. Buy from reputable microgreen seed suppliers. Don't use garden seed. You need untreated, high-germination microgreen seed. This $80 will give you enough seed for your first month of production. Fifth, growing medium. $50. You can use coconut coir, peat moss, or even hydroponic growing mats. For beginners, I recommend coconut coir bricks. You rehydrate them with water and they expand. Each brick costs about $5 and does 10 to 15 trays. Sixth, spray bottle and basic supplies. $20. Spray bottle for misting, labels, Sharpies, hydrogen peroxide for sterilization. And finally, reserve for trial and error. $20. You will make mistakes in your first month. Seeds won't germinate. You'll overwater. You'll underwater. Budget for this learning curve. Total, $500. That's it. That's your entire farm. No land, no tractor, no $100,000 greenhouse. Just $500 and a spare room. Now let's walk through your first crop from day 0 to harvest. Day 0, planting. Fill your tray with 1 inch of moistened coconut coir. Spread your seeds evenly across the surface. For sunflower or pea shoots, you want seeds nearly touching but not overlapping. Mist with water. Cover with another tray to create darkness and wait. This is called the blackout period. Days 1 to 3, blackout period. Your seeds are germinating in darkness. The weight of the top tray keeps them pressed against the soil, encouraging strong root development. Once per day, lift the top tray, mist with water, and replace the cover. By day 3, you should see sprouts pushing up. Days 4 to 7, light introduction. Remove the top tray. Your baby plants will be pale yellow or white. That's normal. They haven't seen light yet. Place them under your LED lights. Within 12 to 24 hours, they'll green up. Keep the soil moist, but not waterlogged. Mist once or twice daily. Days 8 to 12, growth phase. This is where the magic happens. Your microgreens are photosynthesizing and growing fast. Depending on the variety, they'll be 2 to 4 inches tall. Keep them under lights for 12 to 16 hours per day. Continue misting. Days 12 to 14, harvest. When your greens are 2 to 3 inches tall with their first true leaves, they're ready. Use clean scissors. Cut just above the soil line. Rinse gently. Pat dry. Package in clear plastic containers or bags. Deliver to customers or farmers markets within 24 hours. That's it. 14 days from seed to sale. Now you plant the next tray and start again. This is why microgreens are so profitable. You're not waiting months for harvest. You're turning over inventory every 2 weeks. You can grow the most beautiful microgreens in the world, but if you don't have customers, you don't have a business. Here's how to get your first 10 sales. Customer source number 1, local restaurants. Start with farm-to-table restaurants, cafes, and higher-end establishments. Why? Because they already value local, fresh ingredients. They're willing to pay premium prices, and they buy in volume and consistently. Here's your approach. Grow 1 or 2 trays. Harvest them. Put together sample packages. Walk into the restaurant during their slow time. 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. after lunch, before dinner. Ask to speak with the chef or kitchen manager. Your pitch is simple. Hi, I'm Naim. I'm a local microgreens farmer. I grow ultra-fresh microgreens, and I deliver within 24 hours of harvest. I have samples here. Would you be interested in trying them? No charge for the samples. Leave samples with your name and phone number. Follow up in 3 days. 9 out of 10 will say no or maybe, but that 10th one will say yes. And once you have one restaurant buying from you, you ask them for referrals to other chefs. Customer source number 2, farmers markets. Sign up for your local farmers market. Booth fees range from $20 to $50 per week. Bring your microgreens in clear containers. Have samples for people to taste. Your signage should say, Ultra Fresh Microgreens. Harvested this morning. $8 for 2 ounces. Why $8? Because grocery store microgreens are $4 to $5 for wilted, week-old greens. Yours are hours old. People can taste the difference. You'll sell 30 to 50 packages per market day. That's $240 to $400 in one morning. Customer source number 3, health-conscious direct customers. Use Facebook, Instagram, and local community groups. Post photos of your harvest. Offer subscription boxes. Fresh microgreens delivered to your door every week. $20 per week. Get 5 subscribers, and that's $100 per week in recurring revenue. Get 20 subscribers? That's $400 per week, or $1,600 per month in reliable income. Customer source number 4, grocery co-ops and health food stores. These stores actively seek local suppliers. Walk in. Ask to speak with the produce manager. Same pitch. Local, fresh, delivered weekly. Pro tip. Start with one variety that grows reliably for you. Master it. Get customers loving that one product. Then expand. Don't try to grow 10 varieties in month 1. Nail sunflower shoots or pea shoots first. Build your reputation. Then diversify. Let's talk about scaling. You start with 4 shelves. You're producing 15 to 20 pounds per week. You're making $2,000 to $3,000 per month. That's great. But what if you want to scale to $5,000 or even $10,000 per month? Month 1, proof of concept. Your only goal is to successfully grow and sell your first crops. Don't worry about profit yet. Just prove to yourself that you can grow food and people will buy it. Month 2 to 3, dialing in your system. You're figuring out which varieties grow best for you. You're getting your watering schedule perfect. You're building relationships with your first 5 to 10 customers. You're probably making $1,500 to $2,500 per month in revenue. Your net profit might only be $800 to $1,500 because you're buying more equipment and seeds. That's normal. Month 4 to 6, scaling equipment. Now you take your profits and buy more shelving. You go from 4 shelves to 8 shelves. Your production doubles. You're now growing 40 pounds per week. You're making $3,000 to $5,000 per month. You're working 20 to 30 hours per week. This is now a serious part-time income. Month 7 to 12, hiring help or going full-time. At this point, you have a choice. You can stay at 40 pounds per week and work 20 hours per week for $4,000 to $5,000 per month in profit. Or you can scale to 100 plus pounds per week, quit your job, and make this your full-time income. If you scale, you'll need more space. Maybe rent a small commercial space or convert a garage. You might hire part-time help. Your costs go up, but so does revenue. Full-time microgreens farms producing 100 to 200 pounds per week can generate $10,000 to $20,000 per month in revenue with net profits of $6,000 to $12,000. The beautiful part? You're in control. You decide how big you want to grow. You can stay small and profitable or scale up. Either way, you started with $500 and no land. Before we wrap up, I want to save you from the 5 biggest mistakes I see beginners make. Mistake number 1, starting with too many varieties. Beginners think, I'll grow 10 different types of microgreens. Then they're overwhelmed, nothing grows well, and they quit. Start with 2 varieties. Master them, then add more. Simple. Mistake number 2, overwatering. This kills more crops than anything else. Microgreens need moisture, not flooding. Mist, don't pour. If your soil is soggy, you'll get mold. If you see mold, you've overwatered. The fix: better drainage and less water. Mistake number 3, selling too cheap. New farmers undervalue their product. They think, I'm just starting, so I'll charge $15 per pound. Wrong. Charge $30 to $40. You're providing ultra-fresh, locally grown, premium product. Restaurants pay it. Charge what you're worth. Mistake number 4, not testing your market before scaling. Don't buy $2,000 worth of equipment before you've sold a single ounce. Start small. Sell your first 20 pounds. Get feedback. Make sure there's demand in your area. Then scale. Mistake number 5, giving up after the first failure. Your first tray might not germinate. Your second tray might get mold. That's normal. Every successful microgreens farmer has killed hundreds of trays. It's part of learning. Don't quit. Adjust and try again. If you avoid these 5 mistakes, you're already ahead of 80% of people who try this. Alright, you have the roadmap. $500, a spare room, and the knowledge from this video. But I know you probably have more questions. Where do I buy seeds? What exact LED lights should I get? How do I approach that first restaurant? I've put together a complete free resource guide. It includes a PDF shopping list with exact product links for your $500 startup, a step-by-step planning checklist, restaurant pitch script templates, pricing calculator spreadsheet, and a troubleshooting guide for the most common problems. The link is in the description below. It's completely free. Just click, download, and you're ready to start. Also, if you want to see more content like this, real farming opportunities, honest profit breakdowns, and practical advice, subscribe to this channel. We release a new agricultural documentary every 2 weeks. We cover everything from microgreens to cattle ranching to vertical farming. And if you actually start your microgreens farm after watching this video, leave a comment below. Tell me what city you're in and what variety you're starting with. I read every comment, and I'd love to follow your journey. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. This is real work. You're going to be misting trays, harvesting greens, delivering to customers. Your hands will get dirty. You'll have failures. Some weeks you'll wonder if it's worth it. But here's what's also true. This is one of the lowest risk businesses you can start. $500. That's less than most people spend on a weekend vacation. If it does work out, you've just created a real income stream from literally nothing. You didn't need a business degree. You didn't need land. You didn't need years of farming experience. You started with $500 and the knowledge from this video. Thousands of people are doing this right now. In basements, in garages, in spare bedrooms. They're making $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 per month. Some have quit their corporate jobs. Some are just making extra income on the side. Either way, they took action. The only question is, will you? You can watch 100 more videos about making money online. Or you can actually do something. Order the shelving tomorrow. Buy the lights. Get the seeds. Plant your first tray. 30 days from now, you'll either have your first harvest and your first customers, or you'll still be watching videos and wishing you had started. The choice is yours. I'm rooting for you. I'll see you in the comments. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching Global Harvest Media. If you got value from this video, smash that like button. Subscribe for more real farming opportunities.